calm until I literally hear my brother like, help, help, somebody help us, like we're drowning, SOS, we're gonna die, da da da. And instantly that like flipped a switch on inside, and the panic, it just exploded. Hi my friends, how are you doing today? Great! I'm doing just peachy. I had like 2 cups of coffee today, so I'm a little jittery. In today's video, I wanted to do a little bit of a chit chat, get ready with me, and tell you guys about the time that I almost drowned. So, it's gonna be fun. We're gonna have a good time, I promise. Before I start though, don't forget to like and subscribe. It's good for you. Without further ado, here we go. If you are interested in any of the stuff that I'm using, I'll just link it all down below in the description box. If you're curious, you can check it out down there. I'll have it all the information in there. Alright, so as you can see, I've zoomed you in a little bit more, and I've already done one side, and I've done my base and concealer just to get the ball rolling, you know? Otherwise, this will take me ages. This story takes place 2 days before I'm set to go on this really big epic trip to Europe that we had been planning for months and months and months. When I say we, I mean myself, my brother, and my cousin. The 3 of us were going. So on this specific day, we woke up and we were blessed with a beautiful day. It was nice and sunny and it was warm. I mean, you can't really expect less in California. That day we're like, you know what, let's just go to the beach. Like, let's start our vacation now. Normally we don't really ever go to the beach. It's very rare. So we just went. We left probably around like, I want to say 2-ish. And then we got there around 3. Yeah, around 3. Because we hit like rush hour. There's a ton of traffic. We ended up going to Newport Beach. And it's stunning. And of course, like once we finally find our parking spot, we end up finding a really nice area to just kind of hang out in. And it's not too crowded, it's not secluded, but it's nice. There's enough people, but not to where it's overwhelming. So we started swimming, and I'm sure that all of you experience this when you go to the beach. It's like you turn into a little kid again. You turn into a 7-year-old all over again. You're running around, splashing at each other, throwing water, you know, body surfing, just having the time of your life. So that's what we were doing, and eventually my cousin doesn't want to swim anymore. She wants to go out and sunbathe and just kind of relax a little bit. She can get a good nap in, you know? I don't blame her. I do have to make note that when we arrived there, and this is important, there are no lifeguards around whatsoever, okay? So keep that in mind. And for whatever reason, I looked out and I saw this buoy in the middle of the ocean, and I just thought, like, you know, that buoy is really not that far. I bet that I can get there. I turn to my brother and I tell him, I'm like, hey, I'll race you to that buoy over there. It's like not that far. And he looks over, looks at me like I'm freaking crazy, and is like, no, that's hella far. Like, why are you gonna do that? That's dumb. And I'm like, you know what? Fine, I'll go by myself. I don't need you. So I start swimming. And at this point, I would say like the waves were getting a little bit more aggressive because it was getting later on in the day, but still, that didn't faze me. As a matter of fact, it encouraged me. I just kept thinking like, wow, this is freaking hard. My arms, oh my god. When I get out of the water, I'm just gonna be like, ooh, yeah. I'll deserve those In-N-Out fries. Like, I wouldn't even feel guilty about eating them because I'm getting a good workout in, you know? As I'm swimming, you know, I'm realizing the buoy's not as close as I thought it was. What the heck? So eventually I stopped swimming towards it because I'm freaking tired. My arms are noodles. I'm out of breath. And I'm just like, you know what? I give up. I give up. That buoy is too far. I'm just gonna hang out. I'm just gonna chill here. So I kind of hung out there for a second, and I remember that I turned and I saw my brother, and I could still see my cousin in our little area that we had camped out in. And so I was like, you know what, I'm still good, like I'm good. I'm just hanging out for a second, and then my brother starts flailing his arms around like, hey, like you're really far out, come back in. And I was just like, no, I don't want to go back. I don't want to go back. I'm gonna stay here. So I stay there for maybe, you want to say, I don't know, a couple minutes. Honestly, I don't know the time. Maybe it might have been 5 minutes, it might have been 10, it might have been 15. I don't really know. I'm chilling, and then all of a sudden I feel something graze my leg. Granted, it was probably some seaweed or kelp or something. But like I freaked out because I thought it was a jellyfish or like a shark or a dolphin. I don't know. This ocean has all of these mysterious animals, and I was like, hell nah. I'm not getting dragged back by a mermaid or something crazy. I don't know. So I start swimming back. It's getting harder and harder for me to keep going. But I'm also realizing that I'm not really going anywhere. I'm actually getting pulled back into the ocean. And I'm like, huh, this is a situation. I'm calm to begin with because I used to be a competitive swimmer when I was younger, and I won a lot of competitions, got a lot of awards, yay. So I was confident in my ability to swim, and if anything, I would just float, you know? I wasn't worried. I was like, I'm good. But I was getting a little stressed out because I was still so far out, and I was getting tired. Like my legs, my arms were burning. Eventually, my brother realized that I was struggling, so then he gets in the water to play hero and come and save me. And so I'm like, okay, he's coming, like I'm gonna be totally fine. It's not even, it's like I'm fine, I'm good. So we're freaking swimming towards each other. And I'm calm. Until I literally hear my brother like, help, help, somebody help us, like we're drowning, SOS, we're gonna die, da da da. And instantly, that like flipped a switch on inside. And the panic, it just exploded. And that's the worst thing to do. The worst thing to do is to panic in the middle of the freaking ocean. And I literally thought, like, no. This cannot be happening right now. Like, I'm going to Europe. Everything is already paid for. Everything is set. Like, I'm not, no, please take me after. Thankfully, it's not our time yet. And thankfully, somebody up there, you know, heard my prayers, possibly my screams. All of a sudden, I hear this deep, masculine voice from behind me. And I turn, and I see this fine ass man, this prime rib, on a surfboard, coming to rescue me. So of course, I totally played up the damsel in distress. Help, save me, I'm drowning. Ah. He finally gets to me. And he's like, don't worry, like I got you, I'm gonna get you to shore safely, like you're all good, it's totally fine. He had like sandy blonde hair, blue eyes, curly eyelashes, and I am a sucker for dimples. He had dimples. So already I was like, yes, I love you. Thank you for saving my life. Off to the side, hear my brother screaming for help, so I was like, oh yeah, save me, oh yeah, and he needs help too, like can we help him too? He turns around and he's like, yo man, and from behind him this like freaking group of these mermen, oh my god, some more prime ribs behind him, and he was just like, hey, go and help her brother, you know, help me get her brother short. I was like, where the hell did y'all come from? Were you watching that the whole time? I wonder. He turns back to me and he's like, okay, like, get on the surfboard and I'll take you to shore. We'll be fine. Now look, your girl is a little thick. And my arms, my legs were freaking noodles at this point. So I was not about to try and fail to get on top of his surfboard, okay? I was just, no, I was not having it. So I told him, like, it's okay, I can swim, I'm fine now. I'll hold on to the board and we can just get back to shore together. You know, teamwork. He's like, hold on to the board. He takes my arm, he puts it over the board, then he takes his big, manly, masculine hand and puts it right on top of mine and just, yes, marry me now. So we're swimming back to shore, and at this point I honestly feel like I lost my damn mind, or I drank some freaking salt water or something, because I start humming Fireworks by Katy Perry. Maybe you're a firework. Yeah. Oh, and it gets better. It gets better. So when that doesn't get a little chuckle out of him or the reaction that I would have expected, I start telling jokes. And not like the funny, good jokes. Hey, what's brown and long? A stick. Hashtag forever alone. And eventually I stopped because he was giving me this weird like side eye. Tough crowd. He makes sure that I get to the shore safe and sound. These lifeguards pop up out of nowhere, like 2 or 3, and they surround me and my brother, and they're like questioning us, like, are you guys okay? Did you drink any salt water? Are you feeling any kind of faint? You're bombarding us with all these questions. Look at that. Ooh. Look at that freaking highlight. Oh my god. Sorry. Got too excited. I see out of my peripheral that my future ex-husband gets up and walks away into the sunset. Like, what the heck? I didn't even get to say thank you. That's just like so rude, you know? God. I'm still not over it. So in the end, I did survive, you know, thankfully. I was saved and rescued. I didn't get to talk to him. I didn't get to marry him. But that's okay, because you know what? I got me a big ass In-N-Out burger and some fries. And I went to Europe. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. So a couple things I learned that day. 1, don't be a dumbass and go chasing after the booby, okay? It's not worth it. 2, appreciate what you have in the moment, because you never know, at any time it could be gone just like that. And 3, have fun. All right, y'all, this is the look. I really hope that you enjoyed this get ready with me today. I had a lot of fun making this. Comment down below if you have had any near-death experiences. I'd love to talk to you guys down in the comment section. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.
Bitch, I'm out.